Howdy, everybody. Uh, it's a day, y'all. It's a day. At physical therapy this morning, but first off, let me get to everybody here first. Ron Gray, Joe, hi Joe, Wes, Karen Anthony, Woodsbound, Donna Kay, Shirley Wells, howdy, y'all. Um, anyway, it's been a challenging uh last few days. I will give you the update on Smokey here in just a little bit. He is I don't know, man. You know, does anybody else get to these points at Christmas where you you like want to avoid it? You know what I mean? Christmas used to be fun for me, and it hasn't been fun for me in a couple of years. So, well, I mean, this is going on the second Christmas that hasn't been fun. Uh, there's Gwen Johnson. What's happening? Charlene Grady, Terry Knight, Janice Woolham, West House. So yeah, it's like I said, it's this has been a challenging couple of years for Christmas. I was talking to the girls at the VA today, and they were all the same, thinking the same thing. Like, what is it, man? It just doesn't feel like Christmas. Well, one, it's right now it's 72 degrees, y'all. So if that tells you anything right there. That's and then tomorrow is supposed to be like 78 degrees, which is for me, it's kind of like normal. This is normal Florida, Christmas. So I kind of like it, you know what I mean? So I'm down with that. Um, but, with losing a daughter right at Christmas, and then now my boy is, he is kind of hating life right at the moment. Hey, Wes, what's happening? And, I don't know, y'all. It's starting to get to me a little bit, and I'm trying to stay positive. Um, I did go out and clean out the car, so I got the car all tightened up. I made Smokey a bed so that the girls they can just kind of move around the car, during the trip tomorrow. And but at least he's got a comfy bed where he can just kind of chill out. And oh man, I'm sorry, Ray. Ray lost his wife 13 days ago, so that's man. I get that, brother. Uh, 13 days ago. That would make it what? Uh, the 10th. Yeah. So you know my pain right now, and I'm. It's like, how do you? I talk a lot about retraining the brain, right? So um, this is one of them times that even though you train the brain, you still have to try to keep on the positive note of Christmas, and what it's all about, and uh, it's that's the only thing really keeping me from just going. You know what? I don't care anymore. So there's a Nona Milton, Brian Wilkerson. There's my Palm Mom girl and Shiloh. What's happening, y'all? Um, so, like I said, that's one of those things that's keeping me on the positive side. Um, and it's being challenging. I'm telling you now. It's like you know, there's a saying that God never gives you nothing that you can't handle. But on the same note, uh, how do you get through that? You know what I mean? How do you manage that? So that's where I'm at. There's Cynthia Myers. What's happening? Joseph O'Brien, one of my Florida buddies there. So anyway, yeah, It's one of them things. I'll just keep going with it, and I'm gonna keep happy. I'm bound determined. Oh, I just talked to Coach a few minutes ago, just before the live here, and she said all the kids are so excited to see me, and that part right there, y'all, that warms my heart. That warms my heart bad. You know what I mean? Like I was like, wow, you know. sometimes you get into a point of life where you starting to think like, well, uh, what is Christmas really all about to me? And I think that's what keeps me going is what it's really all about to me. And it's for me, it's all about giving, and it's not about the gifts or any of that stuff. It's all about the giving and giving of your time and giving uh, of your patience and stuff like that. There's Junebug. Merry Christmas. Auntie Ann, what's happening? My favorite Smurf in the world. Ann Parton, Merry Christmas. So, um, I hope everyone's going to have a better Christmas. Pom Mom, I sure miss you, girl. I need to come down there and see you here soon. So, anyway, Palm, just so everybody knows, if y'all don't know, Palm Mom was one of my customers who turned into a very good friend, and I love her to death. So, our night says, "Hey, everyone out there, y'all." Brian, he is okay. So I'll give you the rundown on Smokey real quick, y'all. So yesterday, it got to where he couldn't hardly walk up the steps and get in the camper. The night before, he actually got up onto the bed with me, but he wouldn't lay down. Like he was having such a hard time breathing, and I thought sure that was going to be it. Like he was coming to say goodbye or something, you know. And but I really think like it's a little. I caught it too late. You know what I mean? Like because he is not doing well at all, y'all. Like he wouldn't eat anything this morning at all. He's only drank just a little bit, you know, a few times a day. So, and he can't lay on his side at all. In fact, he's laying out here in the yard, and he's got short breaths, real short, hard breaths, and they're so. Um, all I can say is I'm praying he makes the trip, praying he makes it through Christmas. I wish I could give him something, but there's nothing I can do for him. You know, the vets the vets around here. I guess according to the laws around here about putting a dog down is you know they want to charge you to put him down, and they want to charge you for an autopsy to make sure you're not just putting him down for no reason. And it's like I don't want him to suffer, Diane. I promise you that. Um, I want him to I want him to go when he's ready to go. You know. So I think he's kind of waiting. You know, like it's almost like he's just trying to hold on as long as he can. Um, I don't know why. So let's get off that subject because you don't want to see a grown man cry on YouTube. You know what I mean? So I agree. It's not supposed to be about presents. It's supposed to be about presence, not presents. I agree, Shiloh. Um, no, Barbara, I don't ever see her. Um, doing that, the vets up in Michigan here as well, a money grab. Yeah, and it's man. Okay, let's get off that subject for a minute, y'all. um, yeah, I don't think he's in pain. I don't think he's suffering any like that. Because you know, if this dog has always been the type of dog, if he's in pain, he'll let you know. Like he will tell you real quick he's in pain. Now I did get some baby aspirin the other day on my way home, and I gave him some of that. So it's I don't know if it's doing anything or not, but I think the cancer is just is gotten. I think it's just gotten beyond what even the drugs are going to do for him. You know, I think it just went too far, or I caught it too late. You know, when I first noticed the two little nodules in his neck, really didn't think much about that because I've had dogs do that before, where their glands swell up. And they get crazy stuff, going on, and they or some type of infection in them, and the glands swell up and then they go back down. Well, this case, it's gone too far. Uh, hey, Rachel Perez, what's happening? Thank you. Well, have you given a hint yet? No, I'm actually just going to go and see the grandkids, and we're going to have chili, and I'm going to make my famous sausage gravy, and I'm just going to enjoy the kids. I did manage to get the boys a new carburetor for their little dirt bike that they got out there. And then here in a couple of months, I'm going to go ahead and get them the dirt bikes, matching dirt bikes. Well, not quite matching, but the same type of dirt bikes, at least for them. And we're trying to get Lulu to, well, in fact, when I get out there and I fix this other dirt bike, I'm going to teach Lulu how to how to ride that dirt bike. So thank you, Gwen. I appreciate that. Lost your Harley a year ago. Um, was it too cut? It was quick. Okay, I'm assuming you're saying to cancer. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, that's what is CHF? I don't know what that is. Um, and thank you, Glenn. So again, we're just gonna keep going with it, and just maybe seeing all the kids out there will kind of let him know it's okay to go. I almost feel like he's hanging on for a reason. So Kathleen Stasser, I hope you can enjoy your time with family and enjoy the day the best you can. Prayers for your friends. Thank you. Oh, congestive heart failure. Oh, man. Well, you know, I kind of wish in a way that it would be quick. Um, but on the same note, you don't want to lose them, so you just kind of keep going with it, and I've already lost 4 dogs since being here in Arkansas. 2, granted, I knew were, they were old, and I'm even surprised they made the trip. So, and the other 2 were that was just weird and unexpected. I don't know what happened with them 2. So, I mean, I think he got a hold of a rat that had gotten into poison, and I think that's what got him. And Sadie, I still don't know what happened to Sadie. She just got sick, and within 2 days, she was gone. So, uh, I don't know what happened, So, again, I hope it's quick. I hope he just, uh, hope he just gets out of pain here soon, yo. And then I don't even say pain. I say discomfort is more the word for it, because like his breathing he's just having a hard time breathing. So I think that cancer has already gotten into all of this up in here, and I think that's what's causing the short breaths. So trying your hand at eggnog, French toast casserole. So pray for you. All right. I've never even heard of that. Eggnog French toast casserole. Huh. I'm not an eggnog fan, y'all. So I mean, I don't know if that would sound good or not. Tell me if y'all think that would sound good, because I'm not sure if that would sound good at all. Working hard to lighten the mood, Gary. Oh, thank you. You feel free, any of you, to babble on all you want to get me that mode there. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, I told the therapist there today. she had me doing a bunch of different exercises, you know, to help my build my back muscles up around that spot that's injured. So then I get there and I found out I did something to my wrist. So I don't know what I did to it, but all of a sudden now I can't hardly get it to go backwards like that at all. Like you can see here, that's all about all far as I can get it up, and I'll get it back. Probably be a better word there, so y'all don't get me on that one. And I seen Daryl pop in there. What's happening, Daryl? Um, uh, Eggnog casserole, but not as a cat. Love eggnog, but not as a casserole, huh? Huh. I wonder what. Yeah, I might have to look that up now. So, uh, an interesting fact. What I did find out the other morning was my friend Alina. She has she has been teaching me a few things about crypto coin and what have you like that. And she asked me what kind of beer I drank, and I told her, and she said you got to try some of this other beer. And I was like, okay, well, what is it? And she said it's the. She gave me the name of it, and it's supposed to be the most expensive beer on the planet. Like one wine bottle full is $500,000. That's lifetime worth of beer. I'm not buying that for one. I'm not paying that for one bottle. I don't care how much money I got. It does, Kathleen. It still hurts. I will. I'm definitely going to be enjoying the grandbabies. Billy Rogowski. Hi, Gary. Keep up the good work, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. So as far as like I've seen a lot of you have sent me friend requests on my personal page, and um, I've been I've been a little picky on who I allow on my personal page, just because I allowed a bunch of them here recently, and now all of a sudden my page is getting blown up with all kinds of crazy stuff. So um, let's stick with your natural light, right? Natty light, kind of like the song says. So anyway, so if I don't respond to your friend request, I don't get on my personal page hardly at all, y'all. Just so you know anymore. I mean, I'll get on there and chat with a few old friends, and that's usually about it. So if I don't respond to your friend request on there right away, or or for whatever reason, don't take it personal because it's not personal. Being in this life, you have to have some type of personal life. You know what I mean? And private life. So I know y'all get to know me through here, but on the same note, I don't get to know y'all through here. You know what I mean? So so just so you know, don't take it personal. Like I said, I rarely get on my personal page anyway anymore. It's once in a great while. Like my phone's not connected to it. The computer is connected to it, but I rarely get on there. And you know the Shiloh says, well, I mean, on the Junk to Gems page, Shiloh, I try to respond to everybody and try to talk to everybody, and that's kind of my way of getting to know you. And so and I know, yeah, I know Daryl. So that's like I said, that's my way of getting to know you is through that page, through the Junk to Gems page, and then when it comes to my personal page, if I've gotten to know you pretty well through the other one, then then I'll allow that. But on the same note, like I said, I still got to kind of keep a little bit of privacy in my world. You know what I mean? So that's just so you know. Just don't want anybody to take offense if I hadn't responded to it yet. So because I did see a little while ago, I happened to get on there. It sent me a little notification through the computer here a little while ago that I had like a ton of friend requests, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I'm not going through all that tonight. I got too much to do tonight. So I figured I'd just kind of keep my chill pill, trying to get everything ready. So anyway, what's everybody else doing for Christmas? Hopefully y'all are just you're gonna be with some family and do whatever. I think that's a very cool option. I'm looking forward to getting it's. I'm glad it's going to be warm, y'all. I really am. Like I said, this kind of feels like a Florida Christmas to me this year because I think it said 77 or 78. Speaking of Alina, right there she is, just text me. Um, so I'm looking forward to being able to get out there and get the dirt bike going with the kids and having some fun with them without freezing. You know, I know they'll enjoy that a whole lot more doing that, especially if I can get it to run a whole lot better with that new carburetor. Um, the 5 hour drive, no, I'm not really looking forward to doing that. But on the same note, you know what? I don't mind a good long drive. But I did set up for New Year's. I've got Wes and Tammy. They're going to come up for New Year's and bring their camper, and we're going to sit by a fire and we're going to throw something on the grill, and we're just going to sit back and chill out and talk smack about the rest of the world and have a whole lot of fun. Diamond Ridge, what's happening? Forgot about the live. Been having trouble with my phone. Thank you, thank you, Diamond Ridge. I appreciate that. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I know the whole thing with the phones deal, so I get that. So you know, I went ahead and got my girls, my daughter and my granddaughter, got their phones put over on my plan to help save them some money. You know, so you know, and they already had phones and everything, but uh, man, this phone companies, if y'all have ever had to deal with customer service at phone companies, it's like, I swear to God, they ain't none of them listen. None of them, you know. I have my great grandfather used to tell me this old saying a long time ago when I was real little. He said, "God gave you two ears and one mouth for a reason, son, and that's to listen to twice as much as you speak." And I said, "Well, you know, I used to didn't ever get that when I was young. You know, it wasn't until I got older that it finally dawned on me what he was talking about." But uh, there's Mama Nisi. Season's greetings, everyone. Oh yeah. So I was in a store a little while ago, right? Earlier today when I left the VA, I had to stop at the store real quick, and there was somebody came in there, and the girl said "Merry Christmas" on their way out, and the guy turned around and looked at her, and kind of gave her this nasty look, and said, "You're not supposed to say that to people. What's wrong with you?" And walked out the door. I thought, what's wrong with Merry Christmas? Isn't that like kind of world thing? You know? You know? I guess people can still get offended by that. Why would you get offended by Christmas? I mean, if you don't celebrate it, you don't celebrate it. But on the same note, you know, be cordial and be happy with people, you know? So Christmas present to Gary. Let's all get together and watch Gary as a play. Oh, maybe Christmas Eve. Oh, Junebug. That would be super sweet, y'all. Because I have been losing subscribers left and right. I've been in kind of a funk the last couple of days. Yes, I did get the lawnmower video uploaded and everything, so it's going to be coming out tomorrow. I had to send it off. I didn't send it off for approval, but I knew I was going to be doing the live tonight. But you know, the reason I haven't been videoing much and getting much done is because of Smokey, because he's taken a lot out of me. You know, trying to cook him meals and helping him move around and what have you like that. So, um, you know, bear with me a little bit, y'all. Like I said, this time of year is this year is just being a little more challenging on my psyche, you know. So, and thank you, Wes. I know y'all have been. That's awesome. 257. I actually seen it a little while ago, Wes, at in Russellville. It was 249, I think it was, and I thought, wow. When I seen it over there, over here in Havana, it was 279. So I was kind of shocked to see that at 249. So 257. That's not a bad for Christmas if you're traveling. There's Miss Tracy. What's happening? So yeah, that ain't gonna hurt my feelings to save a few bucks going over there. You know, I can fill that car up for like $40, and I can go over there and about halfway back before I got to fill it up again. So it's not too bad. I'll see North Carolina. Now your daddy says 286. Wow. 215 in South Carolina. How is that possible to be that far off when you're right the next state up? You know what I mean? 286. Wow. But Daryl, when was the last time you went to the gas station too? Because I know you don't get out that much. So Princeton, Princeton, Kentucky is 255. Okay. Still 286 over there where Daryl's at. That's crazy. 212 in Wyoming. Wow. See, those are the kind of days when you start hitting like 215, 212, you know, makes you want to take a tanker up there and just load up, you know, and bring back 1,000 gallons or something, you know, and store it. You know, like uh, when gas dropped way down from like 370 in Florida, it was like 379 or 389 a gallon. And then we dropped all the way down to $1.99 at one point. And man, we were all everybody was like loading up gas cans and stuff, you know. Sal's camper life, what's happening? Running late, had to go do showers tonight. I'm oh, okay. I was trying to think of something, a joke out of that, but I couldn't. Nothing was popping in there, man, for that one. uh, Brian says 265 there, and I think Brian's in North Carolina too, aren't you, Brian? He's in one of the Carolinas over there. Retirement's fun. You don't have to leave the house to deal with people anymore. I agree. I agree. But you know, if you find the fun people, then it's not bad to go out and deal, you know, and leave the house and go have fun, you know, but and deal with people. But uh the like that guy today, like you don't say that to people. Both her and I and the other guy and the girl that was walking in the store at the same time through the other door, we were all just standing there, just kind of like looking dumbfounded, like, really? Like wherever you're from, go back there, you know? Or maybe he was just having a bad day. Who knows? Yeah, so a lot of people camping this week, Tracy. So I guess there's a lot of people camping. A lot of snow here in New York, 6 inches so far. Wow. Well, at least you're getting a white Christmas. Calling for 24 inches. Oh man. Damn. Yeah. Guess what, Sal? Gonna be 78 here. That's what my phone was saying, and the news was also saying. They're talking about hitting a record high tomorrow for Christmas, and the top 5 record highs for Christmas around here. So I'm really looking forward to it. 78 degrees for Christmas. Granted, I will be in Oklahoma around the Lawton area over there, Fort Silly, but I think that's very cool. In fact, I need to go. I need to go over there while I'm over there and see about getting a different ID, my veteran ID, because otherwise I either got to drive to Fort Smith, I think, or I got to drive all the way to uh, shoot, what is it, Little Rock, I think, to get another ID. The way the world is going today, just be careful out there. Oh, I will, Billy, for sure. It's going to be, you know, that I can make it in 3.5 hours if I do the toll roads, but um, I'm not going to do that just because I don't want Scott to get a because the tags are still in his name for right now. So I don't want Scott to get all of a sudden get a toll thing and saying you owe these tolls, and it's only like $6 or $8, but still, I don't want to do that. I'll just take the extra couple hours and take all the side roads. Bob Johnson said, used to live in Lawton. Your dad was stationed at Fort Sill. Wow. Yeah, I lived there too. That's where I met my oldest girl's mom. That was in Fort Sill. It has changed so much. Like I went out there, coach took me out by the base the last time I was there, and it has just changed so much. Like you know, around the military part of the airfield there, like there's highway all the way around it now. It used to be woods all the way around it. Now there's a highway around it, and it's like, you know, even the strip right there, the strip doesn't look nothing like it used to. So it was kind of crazy. Oh, Freckles didn't have her surgery today. Vet is doing chemo. Oh man. Cancer. No wonder people call it the C word instead of cancer, because it's like, good Lord, man. Cancer is just nutty. Bob Johnson said, back in the 60s, wow. Man, Lawton, man, just imagine what Lawton's looking like now, because even back in the 80s, you know, Lawton was crazy. Oh, thank you, Donna Kay. I appreciate that. Merry Christmas. There's Big Wave, Miss Kevin and Miss Nell. Uh, yeah, so like I said, Lawton is just blown up. Like it is crazy big now. Like I was so shocked to see how big Lawton has gotten. And and I was over there for my daughter's funeral last year, but I didn't get a chance to go into Lawton and see that much. But this past uh, Thanksgiving, I went over there and seen it, and it was like, wow, that was just nutty to me. I said, no, too big a city again. Trying to stay away from that place. Can't do that. It was just starting to develop. Yeah, just imagine what. Yeah. So, in fact, I'll try to get some video up for it, Bob, and show you a little bit of how bad it is. There's Mike Birch. What's happening, my friend? Haven't seen you in a while. How's the wife doing? Short-handed homestead. So yeah, I'm getting messages over here on my phone. Probably Alina checking on me today. I was telling her this morning, and about Smokey and all that. So I will have to get with her in a few minutes. But one of my plans is for the holiday there, y'all, is I want to make my sausage gravy and eggs and biscuits and all that kind of stuff for the kids, and I'm going to go over there and work on my ex-father-in-law's motor home for him a little bit. Now, a little history on that. Him and I hadn't gotten along in years and years and years, and now it's taken uh, all of this lately uh, for him and I to see eye to eye again. You know what I mean? And it was really nice. Like when I went in there and talked to him, like the first time, I thought sure it was going to be the same old crap again from years ago, and he was actually very very civil and was very very nice, and I really enjoyed the conversation with him. In fact, my ex Dana and everybody was all like, let's listen to this conversation and see how bad it's going to be. Like, I don't, the way I see it, that's past, y'all. I mean, done with infusions on the 29th. That is awesome, Mike. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. So anyway, it went very, very well. So then when Kosha called me a little while ago, she was telling me that Papa was like, you need to call your dad and tell him to hurry up and get this pack of stuff up and hurry up and get over here tonight. And so that made me feel a little bit better. There's Walter. What's happening, my friend? So yeah, I was like that kind of helped me, kind of made my day a little bit more right there. Like I said, it's 40 years, let that pass, or 30 some years, I guess it is now. I've been about 30, I don't know, 30 years or better. Um, so anyway, like I said, I'm looking forward to that. So anybody else got any plans for New Year's? Hopefully staying home and not being out on the roads and dealing with the crazies. I know Christmas Day I am not coming back for sure. I will be coming back like maybe the day after, the day after that. And I'll be taking all them little back roads so that I ain't got to worry about. I don't mind taking the extra 2 hour drive and taking those back roads. So Kevin, down there in Florida, is the weather doing all right down there? I haven't heard much from too many of my other friends down there. Palm Mom, she's down there too. She's down in Ocala area. Carolyn Parsons, thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, appreciate that. Campfire and cold drink. Well, Tracy, you are invited. You are welcome to come hang out with us. Campfire and cold drink. Yep. Okay. Sorry, I seen something in the camera over here for a second. It was oh, so coming home the other night, uh, I'm coming down the road right here, and right here, right by my driveway, all of a sudden there's three great big does and one buck sitting in the just standing in the middle of the road. And it's like they weren't even bothered by me at all. I mean, I rolled right up on them. Um, by the time I got my phone out to get the camera, to get the camera loaded, as soon as I hit the camera button, they just all walked off into the woods, and I was like, okay. I really wanted to get a picture of them because they were just beautiful. I mean, they were big ones too. It was surprising that they were as big as they were. We've seen quite a few of them walking the property around here, and the tracks all over the place. But these guys were actually big, and really surprised me that they were that big. 79 today there. Oh, okay, cool. It's gonna be warm Christmas. Same thing here. Yeah, it's 69 right now. I have a question. I have a school bus that I'm fixing to. I put a new fuel pump in, and it runs for a couple of seconds, and then it dies when I hit the gas pedal. I was thinking fuel filter, but I can't find it. What kind of bus? A school bus. If it's carbureted school bus, chances are those had the old quatter junk on them, and the fuel filter is actually inside the carburetor, right at the carburetor. Check that. Where the fuel line comes into the carburetor, check that. Take that bolt out of there. And a lot of times there's a little tiny fuel filter in there, and that's where that one's at. So check that one out. And Sal, if you want to, you can send me a picture of it on through an email. My email's on my page there, and I'll go ahead and help you talk through that. There's Teresa Rogowski. What's happening? Merry Christmas to y'all too. 99 GMC 3500. Okay, 57. 99. That fuel filter might be on the frame for a 99. Check on the frame on the driver's side, and it's up inside the frame rail. Like your frame rail is like that, and it's up inside that. That's usually where those are stashed at, and they're usually right about the driver's door area, somewhere right in there. But on a bus, it might be in a little further back. So check that first. And you'll probably need the little tool. You can buy it after the charcoal filter, because it looks like there's a charcoal. The charcoal filter is for emissions only. That's basically it just takes gas vapor away from the engine, and so it's basically just a emissions issue. But check on that fuel line right there. On that line when it comes out of the tank and comes down around and runs the frame there, you'll usually find that. Auntie Ann said it's 74 right now. Going to be 78, 79 the next several days. I know. Ain't that going to be awesome? I am so looking forward to that. Y'all, look at this. 5:38 and Auntie Ann's commenting and not cooking. She might be doing crock pot cooking tonight. There's Sky. Was it Sky? Skylar. Okay. Skylar Rogowski. Did I pronounce that right? I hope so. Skylar Rogowski. And you're welcome, Sal. You're very welcome. Like I said, you can send me an email, and you can send me some pictures, and I can help you go right through that, because I happen to know that chassis fairly well. Right, I know, right, Sal? Sal, just so y'all know, if y'all didn't read the comments earlier about Sal was talking about 24 inches of snow up there in New York. So any of y'all up there in that New England, like Charlene Grady and all of y'all up there, I know y'all are fixing to get hammered with that snow up there. So, oh, that's awesome. That is awesome, Auntie Ann. Call Auntie Ann Mama Smurf. Y'all missed her at the meetup. She was so cute in that little outfit. She went all out with that, man. I was amazed. I was really shocked and so cool with that. And Teresa's, they're up there. Yeah, the Rogowskis, they're all up there in Pennsylvania, so they're gonna get it. We're getting snow, and it's about 34 out there. Oh man. Well, guess what, Teresa? Na 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 na. 78 here. No, you can't throw nothing at me because you're too far away. I know, right, Wes? That's why, yeah. You know, I had one winter up there when I was a teenager in Michigan, and I was up a lot further north than Shiloh and all them. You know, like I was way up north, and man, we hit a snowstorm up there one year, and I was like, no, I am done with this deal right there. I am done with all that. Tim Piles, what's happening? Merry Christmas. Shirley Welch, she almost missed the live. Oh no. Shame on you, unless you were cooking and eating good food. I'm kidding, Shirley. You know, I don't care. You know, I mean, come on and enjoy it. Enjoy it. And Jonesy, good night, mate. Yeah. Merry Christmas, my friend. Merry Christmas. Did you make your hours yet? I know you only got a few more days left, right? Karen Anthony says, keep the snow. I agree, Karen. Keep the snow. So I'm wondering if Jonesy hit his mark yet on his hours. I know he was real close. All right, Jonesy, come on now. Pop up there, mate. Tell us what's up. Uh yes, all right. Jonesy hit it. Congrats, Jones. That's awesome. Jonesy hit his hours. That is awesome. I was trying to help as much as I can, brother. I was putting it on that playlist and trying to watch it as much as I could. And you know that did you, I don't know if you read the comment, Jonesy, about you're driving on the wrong side of the road, mate. You buggers, get out of the way. I tried to put it in my, it's hard when you're typing a comment, to put it in the right accent. And I've noticed, Jonesy, do you have it around there too, where like certain parts of Australia have a real thick accent, like Americans, we have some people have a real southern accent, some people have a northern accent, and then you got New Yorkers, it never gets old. That is awesome. It is storming here, and we're going to get rain and cold and cloudy. Wow, that sucks, Rach. That sucks. I seen on the news where like the country is like pretty much about like this right here, so to speak, and all this patch in the middle is all very warm temperatures all the way up north, very warm temperatures, and everybody else is getting the bad stuff on both the coasts, and that's I was like, okay, well, I'm being grateful for it myself. You know what I mean? So, uh, again, this is like a Florida winter to me, a Florida Christmas to me. So that makes me feel a lot better that it's going to be nice anyway. Merry Christmas, Brian. Yeah, like I said, that's gonna make me feel a lot better. Because going over there and hanging out with the kids and everything, if you can't get out and do something, it kind of puts a damper on the on the fun, you know what I mean, so to speak. If it was going to be snow and cold, that'd be one thing, but because then you can have even more fun with a dirt bike, but oh, rain, no, not so much unless you're prepared for the wetness, like in Florida, driving the buggy in the when it was raining and wet. Well, tell mom we said hello. But just so you know, Shiloh, we didn't even know you left. We just thought you were just lurking. But I was talking all good about you the whole time you was gone. Surely he is not doing well at all. Not at all. He is in fact, I can't see him. It's already dark out there now, but he is not doing well at all. Like he's like when he goes to lay down, like he can't just lay down nice and smooth, He gets down about so far, then just kind of plops down. So again, we're just gonna keep praying he at least makes it out there for Christmas, so all the kids can see him because Lulu just loves him. Lulu just thinks he is awesome. So um, kind of was, I guess, as I kept it playing. Oh, there you go. See, you didn't go away. You just kind of hid for a little bit. And if mom's still there, tell her we said hello. So Well, all right, we got about what 15 minutes left. I'm kind of getting a little anxious now. I got the leg popping. And Joe, fix it for you. You and Ginger, Merry Christmas to y'all out there. Um, I definitely will hoping to get back out there and see y'all here soon too. Probably around when it gets warmed up again. I'm going to be back on that side of the country, and I'm going to stop in and see y'all. But definitely tell Ginger and the kiddo hi for me. I knew last I heard she was still going to college, so Joe, I don't know if she did that or not. So I haven't been able to catch up with that and find out. So Skylar, did I pronounce that right? Because it's spelled Skylear. So I'm curious. Tell me if I pronounced that right or not. Deer are moving, so she didn't want to be any later. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, especially with cause y'all getting the storms up there? Sky Lee. Okay. Well, that's cool. Sky Lee. All right. Sky Lee. Oh, yeah. I guess I was putting the R in there before it was before Sky Lee. Sorry. Stanley York Senior. Yeah, I'm hoping he makes it through Christmas too, but I don't know. You know, like I said, maybe he is maybe he's just waiting to see the kids, or maybe he's trying to hang out for that. I don't know. You never can tell about these things. But he is he's been a very awesome dog, and I'm at the point of accepting it now. I just uh you got to kind of just accept it and keep moving on. You know what I mean? I feel bad that I can't do anything for him. You know what I mean? And like the vets can't do anything for him. They can't like the oh Charlie there told me just give him baby aspirin, so I've been doing that. It's getting hard for him to even swallow that now. So um, I don't know. Keep going. Keep smiling. I do too, Shiloh. I think the Sky Lee name is very cool. Sky Lee. Yeah, I think that is a very cool name. It's like Skyly. My daughter's names were, Nicosia, and my other one is named Shevis, and she's the one that passed away last year, and it's Shevis. And then I have uh, Jenica and Brianna. There's Rock and Ranch, my friend. What's happening? I am leaving early in the morning. Yes, and I am going to video some. And I actually took a different route to the VA today, and I wanted to. Three hoes are better than one. I agree. Thank you, Teresa. So I took a different route to there and to the VA today, and it brings you up over top the of the city. And I stopped there and I asked this guy if I could get out and because like you could tell that it's part of his property, but it's a really nice view. And he just happened to be getting in his car, so I pulled off the side of the road real quick and I asked him. I said, would you mind if I stopped by here one day and just got out and walked up here and took some video of this area? And he's like, no, no, not at all. He said, well, now that I've seen your car and got to know you, and I'm grateful that you asked. He said, no, not at all. He said, though I appreciate you stopping and asking. He said, because I get a lot of people that'll just pull off in there and just go up there. And he said, and I got to run them off. He said, but no, you're welcome to stop there. Now that I see your car, he said, well, if I see you out there, then he said, I'll just come out and say hi, and that's it. I thought that was very cool of him to do that. Mama Nisi, happy holidays, Gary. You have fun with your granddaughter, with your daughter and your grands. I will definitely. Uh, Stopping with those New Jersey plates, right? Yeah. He didn't even really think much. He didn't even like it. I don't think it even dawned on him there was New Jersey plates on there. So Emily's friend Stasha instead of Sasha, uh, was I thought was cool. Pounce the Cetera T. Oh, okay. Stasha. Okay, that's pretty cool. See, there's Brian getting back into things. 10-minute warning, giving me the warnings again. Um, we have the first forms filled out and filed for the title search. Oh, okay, cool. I appreciate that, Scott. I'm in no rush for it. I mean, like I don't speed or anything like that. You know, I get back out there and I set the cruise control and just turn up the music and just sit back and relax. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to getting out of here super early, but on the same note, um, Socialista, Merry Christmas. What's happening? Appreciate it, Scott. I appreciate that very much. And sometime after Christmas, I'm going to get up there and we're going to install this radio. We closed down the house sale. That's awesome. Yay. Teresa says, my other daughter's name is Catrice. Okay. I used to know a Catrice when I was going like 7th grade. Um, they were shipping me over to the college to do a lot of my courses. Like I would do like 2 hours in the middle school, and then they would ship me over to the college for like my math and a bunch of other, a few other courses over there. So, and there was a girl over there at the college that she was like 18 and she spoiled me, took me around everywhere. Her name was Catrice. Thank you, Karen Anthony. I appreciate that. Thinking about having Smokey cremated. No, I'm not going to do that. No, just let him go back in the ground. He made it to, he's going to be right out there with Sadie and Bailey. And, I'll take the backhoe out there and I'll dig him a spot, and that's where he's going to be. He's going to be right here on this property. Yeah, Scott, I'm just, the cremation thing is one thing, for people, but, I'm not going to do that. Like, I've got a little, got a little piece of my daughter right here, and I'm not going to do it for a dog. I love them and all that, but if I was to do that, boy, I would be toting around. I would, for every animal that I've lost, I'd be toting around so many of those things. So yeah, I can't do that. Not to mention the cost of it is ridiculous, And dogs, like I said, dogs live for the now and not for the later, so they don't care one way or the other. They just want love and treats, and that's all they care about. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that part. Got a whole 7 minutes left here. I'm running out of things to talk about. I'm getting a little on the anxious side. Like I got the knee bouncing going on over here, and like I'm just ready to make this happen. And and Coach even told me, she goes, load up your stuff tonight and come over. And I was like, yeah. By the time I was to get loaded up tonight, it would be like 8 o'clock before I left here, and then uh, 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning, and that's past my bedtime. So cremated, wouldn't do it again though. My grandparents paid for it. Oh, yeah, and I've had all these guys since they were pups, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Like I said, that's too much more stuff to tote around in the world, and I'm just not gonna do it. Thank you, Rach. I appreciate that very much. I am leaving in the morning, early in the morning, Brian. I figure I'm gonna head out of here around 6 o'clock or so, just before daylight. I've already washed the car, vac cleaned it all out, made Smokey bed. I just got to put my clothes in the dryer. It's starting to cool off in here enough now to where after the live, I can go ahead and dry my clothes and get them packed up and loaded up. I've already done all the dishes, all that kind of stuff. Oh, that's awesome, Jonesy. I'm sorry for the loss, sir, brother. I know how that goes, man. I'm waiting on it now. So, in fact, I'm probably, as soon as I get off the live here in a few minutes, I'm going to go out there and check on him and see how he's doing. Even the girls, I think the girls know that something's going on, because like they've been being real careful about not bumping into him, and if he's trying to walk somewhere, they move out of his way and what have you like that. So it's almost like they kind of know something's going on there. So I think that's very awesome. You too, Shirley. I will. Thank you very much. I let everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from the Knight family. And thank you, Knight family. And Merry Christmas to you all. And I hope you all have a good, safe one. Again, I am going to take my time and get over there and just kind of, just kind of take it easy. Boyfriend and I had a pup before my boyfriend, so I was at least able to bring Tequila Joe. Yep, my pup. Oh, there you go. All right, Woods Bound, thank you very much for the safe travels and Merry Christmas to you too. So, I'm surprised I didn't see Jan in here tonight. She must be. Oh, that's right. They were going to do something tonight. So that's right. I forgot about that. Um, Nightclub in New Jersey named Tequila Joe's. Mm. When I was younger, I used to like tequila, just the flavor of it. Like, I used to enjoy that, and not so much anymore. But then again, I'm just not a liquor drinker anymore. But tequila is probably one of the only liquors that really never gave me a hangover or never made me feel terrible the next day or anything. So, like, even just a few shots was just enough to kind of like relax you. But, if you don't have the salt and the lime, you can't drink tequila. At least I can't anyway. But I haven't had a shot of tequila and I can't tell you how long, years and years and years. The two other babies, they actually know what's going on. Uh, well, thank you everybody for all the love and the Merry Christmas and everything like that. Again, I hope y'all have a very safe Christmas. Hope you have a happy holiday. And see, I think I've got one more live before the New Year's. Let's see. Yeah, I actually do. I have one more live before the New Year's. Um, the New Year's Eve live. So I'm looking forward to that one. And I might even put that one off until New Year's Eve because I am going to have Wes and Tammy here. So, and also Tracy here. So that'll be pretty cool. Oh, Kimberly, thank you. Thank you very much, Kimberly Curtis. That is awesome. Man, I just see when y'all do stuff like that, y'all. I'm a little bit of an emotional guy, so you know when that stuff hits me like that, that just really makes my heart melt. You know what I mean? So thank you very much, and thank you, Terry Knight. I appreciate that. So Brian's getting them out there. 2-minute warning. So anyway, 2-minute warning. I guess I better start wrapping this up. So again, y'all have a safe Christmas, a Merry Christmas. Um, and yes, I'm not going to say I'm going to say it. Merry Christmas. That's what I believe in, and that's what everybody, a lot of y'all believe in. So if y'all are getting offended by it, I hope not. I hope you can just go, you know what? That's their life and that's their choice, and great. But if not, then well, it is what it is. Oh, thank you, Shirley. I appreciate that. You're going live tomorrow night. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, Sal, send me a link to that. I'll see if I can't get. Well, no, I won't be able to be there. I'm sorry, because I'm sure I will be. I will be bombarded with grandbabies tomorrow night. So I know I will be. And I say it, they're not all grandbabies because one is fixing to turn 18, fixing to graduate. Oh, Jonesy, thank you, brother. Merry Christmas to you too. See, that kind of stuff melts my heart, y'all. you know, I feel like it gets me all emotional and stuff. So, Miss Kim, thank you very much. Y'all be safe. We got about 1 minute, so I am going to say good night to everybody, and I love each and every one of y'all. You just don't know. And thanks for being patient with me on getting the videos out. I do have one more that I've got the diesel heater. We're gonna do at Chrstmas house, and there's Sue's 811 from Joyzy. And howdy, howdy. Merry Christmas. So, and there's Ace. What's happening, Ace? So, anyway, again, I love y'all and thank you all for joining me on this and being bear with me. If you will, go watch these next two videos because they are collaborations and they're going to help me kind of get through this cold snap here a little bit. And also, not to mention, this is about the Badger mower, and I promise you, you're going to like that mower. So if you ever have to uh, pull a lawnmower one time, you'll love this thing. So anyway, end the live already. He said, you're talking too long. You're here for an hour already. All right, guys. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Hit the button, Gumby. You're still talking.